we are going to discuss about some of the problems based on axis inclined to both axis inclined to one plane. So after that I am going to discuss about another position, that is axis inclined to VP. So condition. So here the type of the problem is they are giving draw the projections of a cube of edge 45 mm resting on one of its corners is on the HP with a solid diagonal vertical. Suppose, so here this one is the cube. So the cube is having an edge. So these are the edges in the cube. So the cube having the edges, they are giving this dimension is 45 mm and also this dimension is also 45 mm. So resting on one of its corners is on the HP. That means on the ground. So whenever one of the corner is resting on the HP, how we will draw the projections with a solid diagonal vertical. When the corner is on the HP, the solid diagonal is look like the solid diagonal is in inclined manner. So in this position, how we will draw the projections, we can see here in this projection. So in this, whenever we know that the cube having the 6 equal square faces. So we will draw the top view. Corner is on the HP means we will constructing the, we will assuming axis perpendicular to the HP and we'll draw the top view of our diagram. Corner is giving, we will draw the center to the line joining from one corner parallel to the reference line as the square. So just we'll draw the shape of the corner, so just I am representing a point on the reference line, and from that point we will draw the 45 degrees angle line and construct the square with the shape of a rhombus. Because corner is giving, we will draw that shape. So we will draw an edge with 45 mm. We will draw an edge with 45 mm as the top view of our diagram. Edges they are giving 45. So from this corners of this edge also, we will construct the rhombus with 90 degrees angle. So this side is also 45. And this side is also 45. You can take joining. So we construct the square like that. So when a corner is on the HP, we will draw the center to the corner. The line joining from the center to the corner is parallel to the reference line. So like that we will draw the square. So we will draw a rhombus shape. So for constructing the square in this, so you can take 45 degrees inclined line. So with respect to 45 degrees inclined manner, we will draw the square in 45 degrees inclined line. Now we are locating the center point. By joining the opposite diagonals, we will find out the center. Finding the center. So I am giving the naming here for this square. Naming is, so we know that the cube is also having two bases. So we are giving two types of numberings, B, 2, C, 3, and this is D, 4. And from the center, so this is center O, O1 I am giving. So from the center of that top view, we will draw the axis line. So if the edge is, so we know that the cube is having six square equal square faces. So that the axis height in case of cube also, the axis height which is equal to the edge of the edge of the cube, that is 45 mm. Just we will draw the, so in this direction the center of the top view is passing through the point B, so that the axis line also you can make it thick here. So I am drawing the axis line with 45 mm, and from the all the points on the top view just we will draw the vertical projection lines and extending another 45 mm. This is our top view of our diagram. After drawing the front view, so this is the front view of our diagram, front view. So at one side we will give the naming. So here I am giving A dash, and this is B dash comma D dash, and here you will get the point C dash. I am giving here 3 dash, 2 dash comma 4 dash, and this is 1 dash point. After drawing the one, so we will locate in the solid diagonal is vertical. So if you see that here in this front view we have two solid diagonals. One is A dash and 3 dash is also one type of solid diagonal, and 1 dash and C dash is also solid diagonal. I am representing the solid diagonal. First of all, I am representing the solid diagonal. I am drawing this solid diagonal. Here 1 dash and C dash is the solid diagonal. What they are giving, solid diagonal is vertical, but here the solid diagonal is in inclined manner, so that we can place the solid diagonal in vertical means draw the solid diagonal perpendicular. So first of all, with the length of 1 dash and C dash, I am drawing the vertical line. With this length, I am measuring the length of this one, 8 mm. Just I am drawing a solid diagonal initially. We'll draw the solid diagonal. I am taking this point is C dash, and this point is 1 dash. Now by using your rounder, you can measure the distance from point to point here. I am measuring the distance from C dash to A dash in the front view. With this length. With the length of C dash and A dash, just I am drawing an arc here. And similarly, with the length of 1 dash to A dash, I am intersecting this arc. And locating point A dash here. And similarly, with this length of 1 dash A dash length is which is equal to 3 dash and C dash here, so that from C dash also we will draw the arc. And the length of C dash comma A dash which is equal to 1 dash and 3 dash here. So with that 1 dash and from 1 dash we will draw the arc here. So here I am locating this point as 3 dash. Now we will joining C dash comma 3 dash, and here also you can joining 1 dash comma A dash, and also 1 dash comma 3 dash, and C dash comma A dash. After drawing 1 dash, so this one I am measuring the distance from C dash to B dash distance and drawing the arc. In this direction also we will draw the arc. So I am locating here. So this point is I am locating here. So this point is I am taking B dash comma D dash, and this point is I am taking as 2 dash comma 4 dash. So this is our front view. So here in the first front view, the solid diagonal is here in inclined manner, but what they are giving in the problem, the solid diagonal is vertical, so that you can tilt it this solid diagonal in vertical manner and reconstruct the second front view of our diagram by measuring the distance from C dash to A dash and 1 dash to A dash. With that length we will draw the arcs and find out locating the A dash and 3 dash points. After that you can measure the distance from C dash to B dash and you can locate the points B dash comma D dash and 2 dash comma 4 dash. This one. Now from the second front view, draw the vertical projection lines from the points on the second front view. Now locating the corresponding intersecting points here. So A dash vertical line and A horizontal line. So here we'll get A1 or A, and here we'll get the point B, and here we'll get the point C, and here we'll get the point D. At point C and 1 dash is on one line, so here we'll get the 1 point. Next 2, and here we'll get the point 3, and here we'll get the point 4. So whenever you can see the object from the top of the second front view, total this face will be clearly visible, but in this face from this point this portion is invisible. So that first I am drawing here, joining this portion 1 to 2 and also 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1, joining. So here A to B join, and also B to C. So this is a dotted line. We will get the dotted line because point C is invisible. So we will get the dotted lines drawn by using our H pencil or 2H pencil. So this is also dotted line, and AD joining AD line. After that you can joining B to 2 and also D to 4 and also A to 1 and also C to 3. So C is invisible, so that we will get the dotted line. So this is our required final, this is our final top view of our diagram. Like that we will draw the problem. So when a cube of edge 45 mm is resting on its corner is on the HP with a solid diagonal is vertical. So in this position we can assuming corner is on the HP means we can assuming axis perpendicular to HP, and we will draw the top view of our diagram. How we will draw the top view? Whenever a corner is giving, so line joining from the center of that corner to the corner, line joining from center to that corner, fixed corner, is parallel to the reference line, so that we will draw the cube. So whenever we will give the cube, we know that the cube is having 6 square faces, so we will draw the top view as a square, but corner is giving that, so we will draw the shape of the square is like that with an angle of inclination 45 degrees. After drawing the top view, we will draw the front view. In the front view also you can take the axis. So here axis height is which is equal to the edge of the cube, that is 45. And so here if you see that the 1 dash and C dash and A dash and 3 dash is here solid diagonals. So the solid diagonal is vertical they are asking, but here the solid diagonal is look like in inclined manner, so that we can tilt this the 1 dash and 3 dash solid diagonal in vertical manner, and we can construct the second front view by projecting the projections from the second front view. Draw the final top view of our diagram also. So this dimension is they are giving that 45. If a triangle face is on the HPR, if the triangle face is on the VP is giving in the problem, how we will assuming whenever we will draw the projections. or if the slant edge is on the HP or the slant edge is on the VP, how we are assuming the initial position and how we will draw the shape of that view. So here I am representing one by one. So if the pyramid having one of its triangle faces on the HP, suppose if in the problem they are giving that if the pyramid is having one of its triangle faces on the HP and axis parallel to VP is giving, so at initial position, that means at initial stage, whenever we will draw the projections, we can assuming base is on the HP with an edge of the base perpendicular to the XY line. So base is on the HP. We know that whenever the base is on the HP, axis is perpendicular to the. So when the base is on the HP, the axis is look like perpendicular to the HP. So when the axis perpendicular to the HP, so we will draw the top view of our diagram is in this position. We will draw the top view of our diagram, draw perpendicular to the reference line. Edge of the base is we can draw perpendicular to the reference line. So here the top view is the base when the triangle face is on the HP. And suppose if the pyramid having one of its triangular faces in the vertical plane and axis is parallel to the HP is giving in the problem. So in this problem, so we can assuming the initial position as base is in the VP. We know that when the base is in the VP, so the axis is look like it is perpendicular to the vertical plane and parallel to the horizontal plane. We know that when the axis is perpendicular to VP, the base of that view is will obtain on the vertical plane, so that we will draw the front view as the base. So in that cases, the base can be drawn like that. Draw the edge of that base perpendicular to the reference line and draw the front view of our diagram. And coming to next, another important point is here. If the pyramid is lying on one of its slant edges, suppose if it is a pyramid, so these are the slant edges. So if the pyramid is lying on one of its slant edges on the HP, with its axis is parallel to VP is giving in the problem. At initial stage, we can assuming in this position, if you assuming in the initial stage, we can assuming base is in the HP. Base is in the HP and draw that base, the base as the top view. How we will draw the base of the top view as keeping the line joining from the corner to the center of the base parallel to the reference line. Suppose if the cube is giving in previous problem I am explaining the cube is giving how we will draw the shape. Suppose if they are giving the pyramid also, suppose they are giving the square pyramid, they are giving the shape of the square pyramid is also like that. We will construct the rhombus. We will construct a rhombus shape. Suppose they are giving the pentagon. For pentagon and hexagon also will get the same shapes. But hexagon we will getting one shape. We will getting this shape. Suppose if the hexagon is giving, so we will draw the shape of the hexagon should be like that. If an edge is giving, so slant edge is giving, we will draw the shape of the hexagon should be like that. So this is the shape of the hexagon. This is not correct. So this is the correct. So we will draw the top view of our diagram is like that. Suppose if it is a square pyramid is giving, so we will draw the shape of the square pyramid is like that. We will construct a rhombus like that. Suppose if the pyramid is lying on one of its slant edges is in the vertical plane, with its axis is parallel to the HP condition, in initial stage we can assuming base is in the VP. That means we will draw the front view of our diagram. We know that when the base is in the VP, axis is perpendicular to the VP. So when the axis is perpendicular to VP, in this condition we will draw the front view. So front view can be drawn like that, keeping the line joining the corner and the center of the base parallel to the XY line. Like that we will construct. Suppose if it is a hexagon, we will draw the front view of our diagram like that. Suppose if it is a pyramid, if it is a pentagonal pyramid or pentagonal prism, we will draw the shape of the pentagon is like that. Suppose if it is a square pyramid, we will draw the shape of the square pyramid is front view is we will draw like that. Like that we will draw the so many problems. Coming to the next one. If a cone is lying on one of its generator, if the cone is lying on one of its generator is on the HP or inclined to the HP and parallel to the VP condition. So suppose if the cone is lying on one of its generator is on the HP and inclined with respect to HP is giving in the problem, or generator is on the HP or generator is inclined with respect to VP is giving. Generator is inclined with respect to HP is giving in this condition. Also we can assuming same position. We can assuming same manner. So in this position, so we can assuming base of the cone is on the HP like that. We know that when the base of the cone is on the HP, the top view of our diagram will show the base of that view. So when the generator is in the HP condition, the initial stage we can draw the top view of our diagram as the base. Suppose if the generator is in the VP is in the given, generators are in place in case of cone and in case of pyramid, in case of cylinders they are giving the generators. But when the cone of the generator is in the VP or the generator is inclined to the VP is giving in the problem. So we can assuming in the initial stage, we can assuming the base of the cone is in the vertical plane. That means we will draw the front view of the base. So cone, that means the front view of the cone is look like a square, look like a cylinder, look like a circle. So the circle is we will draw as the front view of our diagram. Now another position, axis inclined to VP and parallel to the HP. When the axis is inclined to VP and parallel to HP condition, we will draw the projections according to the change of position method. We will draw the projections in two stages. One is simple position and second one is the final position. In simple position we can assuming the axis of the solid, or we can assuming the solid is kept on the horizontal vertical plane such that we can assuming the axis perpendicular to VP. So when the axis perpendicular to VP, the base of that view is we will obtain on the vertical plane. That means the base of that view is we will draw on the, as the front view of our diagram. So first of all in simple stage we will draw the first front view and first top view of our diagram, and final position is here axis inclination with respect to vertical plane position. So in this position the first top view, again the first top view is tilted with the axis to the required position, and draw the second front view, second top view of our diagram. After drawing the second top view, then draw the projections from the second top view and obtain the second front view of our diagram. So that second front view is the final front view of our diagram. So in this position, so I am seeing here one of the example here, a hexagonal prism of side of base, a hexagonal prism of side of base 25 mm and axis 60 mm long lies with one of its rectangle faces is on the HP. Lies with one of its rectangle face. So this is the hexagonal prism here, such that the axis is inclined 45 degrees to the VP. Whenever its rectangle faces is in the HP, what are the rectangle faces here? These are the rectangle faces here. Whenever one of the rectangle faces is on the HP means, so the position is look like this. So when the rectangle face is on the HP, whenever you can see the object from the front view direction, we will get the base of that view is we will get on the vertical plane, because this is the so this line is the reference line. So on the reference line we will draw the front view of our diagram as a base in this position. So here in this position we will draw the base of that view. So draw the reference line. So before drawing the reference line I am drawing the hexagon. So when rectangle face is giving, we will draw the shape of the hexagon should be like that. So with 25 mm I am drawing the shape of the, I am drawing the front view of our diagram 25 mm side. So the angle should be here, you can take the exterior angle of the hexagon should be 60 degrees. So you can take 60 and we will construct the hexagon as the front view of our diagram. By making each side should be 60, with the 25 mm side we will construct a hexagon. Now, so from this side also you can take 60 degrees and we will construct an hexagon. So 25, and so this side also you can take 25 and this one. So this is the front view of our diagram. After drawing the front view, we will draw the reference line here. Like that. So when the rectangle face is on the HP, we'll get the front view as the base of our diagram. So draw that rectangle, draw that front view. That means draw any side of the hexagon should be on the reference line and construct the hexagon. So here they are giving the type of the prism. So they are giving the type of the solid is a prism. So we are giving two types of numbering: A dash 1 dash, B dash comma 2 dash, C dash comma 3 dash, D dash comma 4 dash, E dash comma 5 dash, and F dash comma 6 dash. After drawing the front view, next we will locate the center of this front view. So by joining the opposite diagonals, we will find out the center of this one. So this is the center of the front view of our diagram. So from the center we will draw the axis line. The axis side from the reference line, the axis side should be what they are giving here in the problem is they are giving the axis side should be 60 mm. So if you see that here the front view can be drawn with respect to the reference line so that the top view can be drawn below the reference line, take some distance. By taking some distance we will draw the front view of our top view of our diagram. I am taking here, I am drawing one of the base, and now I am taking the axis side should be 60. So I am taking 60 mm height and draw the rectangle face because they are giving the prism, so that I am getting the top view as a rectangle face. So this is the top view of our diagram. So after drawing the top view, so this is the direction of the top view. So here you will get A, and here you will get F comma B, and this point is here you will get E comma C, and here you will get the point D. 1 here, 6 comma 2, and here you will get 5 comma 3 points, and again here you will get the fourth point. So this is our top view and front view and top view of our diagram. Now we will go into the final position, that is axis inclination with respect to VP. So locate a point on the reference line. With that point, just we will draw the 45 degrees inclined line. Draw the 45 degrees inclined line. In that 45 degrees inclined line, we will draw the axis line first of all. With 60 mm, we will draw the axis line. I am drawing the axis side with 60 here. And you can tilt it these views. So one of its rectangle face, you can take any one of the rectangle face A to 1 and tilt it this one like that. So I am measuring the distance from, so this one I am tilting that view. So this distance is 50. So this side you can take 30 and also that side also you can take 30, and we will draw the base of that view. So this is the second top view of our diagram. So you can tilt the axis with an angle of inclination 45 degrees. So I am locating this one as A and this is point 1, and here I am locating D, this point is, and this point is I am locating as 4. After that I am locating all the points, so measuring the distance from A to B, and here I am drawing an arc, and from this side also with the same distance. Similarly from point D also, from point 4 also with the same distance we will draw the arcs. So locating these points as F comma P here, and this is E comma C, and this one is 6 comma 2, and this is 5 to 3. So this is our second top view of our diagram. After drawing the second top view, so projecting the vertical projection lines from the points on the second top view. From all the points on the second top view, we will draw the vertical projection lines. Similarly, from the first front view, draw the horizontal projection lines. Now locating the corresponding intersecting points here. So here we will get A dash, and here we will get point B dash, and again here we will get point F dash. Here we will get point C dash, and here we will get the point E dash. Next D vertical line and D horizontal line, here we will get the point D dash. And similarly locating 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we will get 1 dash point, 2 dash, where we will get 2 dash is here, and again here we will get 3 dash point. Next here we will get the 4 dash point, 5 dash, and here we will get the 6 dash point. So this is the direction of the front view is, so this is the direction of the front view. Whenever you can see the object from the downward direction of the top view, so this total base is visible, so that the total base is visible, but in the top base half of the portion will be visible and remaining half of the portion is not visible. So that first of all I am joining 1 dash, 2 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash, and 3 dash comma 4 dash, and 4 dash comma 5 dash, 5 dash comma 6 dash, and 6 dash comma 1 dash. And similarly A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, and similarly E dash to F dash, and F dash comma A dash, joining all the points, but D point is invisible, so that here we will get the dotted lines from C and D, C dash comma D dash, and also E dash comma D dash is also dotted line because it is an invisible point. After drawing the projection, we will joining the longer edges like B dash comma 2 dash and A dash comma 1 dash longer edge, and again F dash comma 6 dash longer edge, like that. So this is our required diagram. So here the second top view is also well drawn by using your HB pencil. So it is also make it thick. Make it thick. This one is also you can make it thick. So after completion of your diagram, we will draw the dimension lines also. So they are giving the axis side and also they are giving the base side also they are giving. You can mention the dimensions in our problem also, you can mention the dimensions. So here the base side is they are giving 25 mm and the axis side should be they are giving 60 mm. You can mention all the dimensions in our diagram. So this is 60 and this is 25. a pentagonal pyramid of base side 30 mm and axis 60 mm has a triangle faces in the VP. Has a triangle faces in the VP and the base edge containing by that triangle face perpendicular to the VP. Draw the projections. So this is the type of the problem they are giving that I am already discussing. When the pyramid triangle face is in the VP, so how we are assuming? So in the initial stage, how we are assuming? I am already discussing. So by following that assumption in the initial stage, we will draw the top view and front view of our diagram. So how we are assuming here, when the triangle face is in the VP condition, so we can draw the projections. How we will draw the projections here? So I am taking this one is the triangle. So this one is the pentagonal pyramid. So this one is the pentagonal pyramid, has one of its triangle faces in the VP. One of its triangle, total this triangle face is lying on the VP condition like that. Like that. So whenever it will be lying on the VP condition and the base of the edge containing by that triangle face is perpendicular to the HP. So here whenever you can see the object from the front view direction, we will get the base of that view. So that here in this condition we will draw the base. So how we will draw the base of that view? So draw the base of our diagram. Triangle face is perpendicular to HP means we will draw the front view of that side perpendicular to the reference line and construct the front view of our diagram. So draw the reference line. After drawing the reference line, so draw the front view of our diagram. So how we will draw the front view? So triangle face perpendicular to HP means we will draw the side of that pentagon perpendicular to the reference line. So the side is they are giving 30 mm with the 30 mm side and constructing a pentagon by using the exterior angle method. That means you can take 72 degrees and we will construct the pentagon as the front view. So this is 30 and also in this side also you can make 72 degrees angle and we will construct the side of the pentagon. And after that I am taking the side length and draw the arc and construct the total front view of our diagram. So this is front view of our diagram. So they are giving the pentagonal pyramid. We know that the pyramid is having only one base, so we are giving only one type of numbering. A dash, B dash, C dash, I am giving D dash and also E dash points. So after drawing the pyramid, so we know that in case of pyramid, the internal edges is also we can draw the thickly. Thickly we will draw the internal edges is also we will draw the very thick. So we can find out the center. How we will find out the center? For this side C dash and D dash, the fixed corner is A dash. Just we will draw a horizontal line from A dash and measuring that line length and locate the midpoint of that line 47. So you can take 23 and draw the center line. So from that center we will draw the axis line. So here also inner edges is also you can draw in case of pyramids. The inner edges is also make it thick. So this is our front view of our diagram. After drawing the front view, so we draw the axis line. So the axis side should be here. So what is the axis side? They are giving that 60 mm. So from the reference line you can take 60 mm and we will draw the axis line. So this is O. And now from the points on the front view we will draw the vertical projection lines. Draw the vertical projection line so that we will get the front view as a triangle face. We will draw the front view as a triangle, top view as a triangle face. This one. We will get the view like that. So this one here will get A, and this is E comma B, and here will get point D comma C. So coming to the next one is triangle face perpendicular to the HP. So triangle faces are here. If you see that OA and OD and OE, so here the triangle faces are look like how the triangle faces are look like here. Triangle face is in the VP, so that we can selecting any one of the triangle face. So here I am selecting either OA or OD or OB. So I am selecting any one of the triangle face, and it will be placed on the VP, means we can place it on the horizontal plane. So how we can draw that one? So I am drawing, locate a point. Now with the length of OA, we draw an arc on the reference line and draw this point as here. So this is center O, and this is I am taking as A. OA. I am placing OA triangle faces in the VP, means we will draw the second top view of our diagram. Second top view of triangle faces on the reference line. Now we can measure the distance from point to point here. So with the distance of O comma OD, with the distance of OD, just from point D we will draw the arc here. And similarly with the distance of the base from point A to D, so we will cut that arc and locate the points here. So here I am locating this point as D comma C. After that you can joining AD and or AC. So this is our second top view of our diagram. In the base, so this is the base. In the base we can locating point E comma B also. So by measuring the distance from C to E, so we can locating that point also, E comma B, in the second top view also, E comma B. And also you can locating the axis line also. By measuring the distance from this point to this point, we will draw the axis line also here. So this is our required second top view of our diagram. After drawing the second top view, draw the vertical projection line from the points on the second top view. Similarly, from the first front view, draw the horizontal projection lines. So locate all the points. Here we have O, so that we will get the center O here, and point A dash horizontal line and A vertical line, so that here we will get the point A dash, and again here we will get the point B dash. C points, so C point is here, we will get C dash point, D dash point and E dash point. So E dash vertical line and E horizontal line, E dash, that is the center. Now, so this is the direction of the front view. So this is the direction of the front view. Whenever you can see the object from the downward direction of that top view, so total this face will be visible, so that we can joining all the points. Joining all the points with respect to the triangle faces. So after drawing the base, joining O dash comma E dash, O dash this one. Similarly joining O dash comma B dash. Similarly A is also visible here. So O dash comma A dash is also thick, but C and D in this direction, C and D is not visible, so that we will get the dotted lines in the direction of the front view. So the C and D points are not visible, so that we will located in dotted lines. So this is our final front view of our diagram. A cone of base diameter 50 and axis 60 mm has a generator is in the VP. So here I am giving the cone. So a cone base 50 mm diameter 50 mm and axis 60 mm has a generator is in the VP. So I am already discussing when the projection. So when the generator is in the VP condition, we can assuming the base of that cone is on the VP. So when the base of the cone is on the VP, so we will get the axis is perpendicular to VP, so that we will draw the front view of our diagram as the base here in this problem. So here, so first of all we will draw the reference line. So with the 25 mm radius, we will draw the front view of our diagram. So the front view of our cone is a circle. We will draw a circle with the 25 mm radius. After drawing a circle, we will divide the circle into 8 parts. So by making each angle should be, you can take 45 degrees angle, and we will divide this circle into 8 parts. So this is our front view of our diagram. After drawing the front view, give the notations. Cone. Cone is having only one base, so we are giving only one type of numbering. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H points. So because it is a front view, so we are giving small letters with dashes points. So after drawing the front view, from the center of that base, we will draw the axis line. So the axis side from the reference line, the axis side should be 60. You can follow that dimension 60 mm. So we'll get the triangle face we'll get the triangle face as the top view of our diagram. Top view of our diagram is will obtaining as a triangle face. So the point center is passed through the circle. So the points G and C are passed through the center, so that the axis line is also here thick line, so that the axis line is also you can representing as the thick lines here. So this is our top view of our diagram, and on the base I am giving the notations also. This is A, this is H, B point, and this point is G, C, and this is F, D, and this is point E, and this is apex point O. What they are giving, generator is in the VP. So here OA and OB, OH and OG and OC and OB, OF and OD and OE. So these are the generators in the first top view. So you can placing one of the generator is in the VP means we can tilting one of the generator is on the reference line. Just I am locating a point on the reference line with the length of OA. I am placing OA generator is on the reference line. With the length of OA, just I am drawing an arc and I am placing that generator is on the reference line. I am taking this generator is O here and this one is E. Now with the length of OE, just from point O, we will draw an arc here, and similarly with the length of base from the point A to that base end, AE distance. So with that distance from point A, we will cut that arc and locate this point as E. After that you can joining A, E. So here also you can joining OA. Similarly joining OE. Now with the distance of H to B, A to H, by measuring the distance from point to point, we can locate the B point, and also you can locating C point, D point, and all the points is you can locate it in the second top. You also can locating all the points. So here I am locating this point as H comma B, and this is G comma C, and this point is, you can take it as F, D and E points. So now we can joining O to G and O to C and O to B, and also you can joining O to D. Now from the points on the second top view, just we will draw the vertical line. Draw the vertical projection lines. Now from the first front view, draw the horizontal projection lines. From G dash, from H dash comma F dash, from A dash comma E dash, similarly from B dash comma D dash, and similarly from C dash also we will draw the horizontal projection lines. Now locating the corresponding intersecting points, here we will get O dash, here we will get the A dash, and here B dash point, C dash point, D dash, and here we will get E dash, here we will get F dash, again here we will get G dash and H dash points. So this is the direction of the second front view. So total this face will be visible, so that the base of that second front view is thick line. Just we will joining all the points. So we will get a elliptical shape. And through O dash and C dash, so you can joining O dash and C dash generator, and also O dash comma G dash generator. So O dash comma H dash also can joining. Similarly you can joining O dash comma A dash generator also can joining, and O dash B dash generator is also can joining. So this is our second final front view of our diagram. When the cone is giving, with the generator is in the VP, in initial stage we can assuming the base is in the VP and draw the projections. So when the base is in the VP, we will draw the front view of our diagram as the base. So we will draw a circle with 50 mm diameter. After drawing the circle with 50 mm diameter, so locating the center and divided that circle into 8 parts, and draw the top, give the notations on the top view, and draw a front view, and draw the top view of our diagram as a triangle face. Now when the generator is in the VP, so that we can selecting any one of the generator. Here I am selecting OA generator, so that OA generator is placing on the reference line, and so with the distance of OE and also AE distance, I am locating point E. After that you can joining OA and OE and AE, and locating all the points in the second top view also, and by projecting the vertical projectors from the second top view, we will draw the second front view of our diagram. So after drawing this one, so we will give the dimensions to this problem here. So the dimensions are, they are giving here, cone of base diameter is they are giving 50 mm diameter. Cone diameter is they are giving, this is 50 mm. And the axis height is also they are giving, you can mention that dimension also in the problem. So the axis height is here, they are giving that 60 mm. So this is the fifth position, that is axis inclined to VP and parallel to HP condition. We will draw the projections like that.